LAX International Airport. A man stands at the gate. He's early. His boarding pass is ready, but the doors close, and the plane takes off without him. Why? He made a mistake that didn't even exist last year. In 2025, airports are changing fast. Biometric boarding, no passport needed. AI-powered security that flags people, not just objects, dynamic baggage rules that change without warning. But here's the problem. Most travelers are still stuck in 2019 habits. They think arriving early is enough. They think their phone is all they need. They think TSA and customs work the same way. And that's how people miss flights, lose luggage, or get into legal trouble without even realizing what they did wrong. If you're flying in 2025 and think you know the rules, think again, because these 7 new airport mistakes are silent, sneaky, and expensive. Let's start with the mistake number 7, ignoring biometric boarding scans. Airports have changed. In 2025, more and more terminals use facial recognition to board passengers. That means no passport, no boarding pass, just your face. It sounds like science fiction, but it's very real. In places like LAX, JFK, Singapore Changi, and Heathrow, cameras scan your face and match it to your passport photo in seconds. The gate opens automatically. But here's the problem. Many people don't realize this is the new system. So when it's time to board, they start digging through their bags, looking for paper passes, unlocking phones, showing ID. This causes delays. And in some cases, if you refuse to use the scan or take too long, the gate may close early. Why? Because biometric systems are timed and designed for fast, contactless boarding. Any hiccup creates a bottleneck, and airlines don't like that. The big mistake, trying to follow old habits in a new system. So how do you know if your airport uses biometrics? Look for signs at the check-in counter or boarding gate. Check your airline's app. Many now tell you if facial recognition is used. When in doubt, ask staff early. Don't wait until you're at the gate. If you're uncomfortable with facial scans, opt out early. But you may need to show extra documents, so be ready. In 2025, your face is your ticket if you let it be. Mistake number 6, using old TSA rules for devices. Flying in 2025, you need more than a passport, you need a charged battery. As of January 2025, the TSA, Transportation Security Administration, updated its rules for certain devices at select U.S. airports. Now, any lithium-powered device, like your laptop, tablet, e-reader, or power bank, must be able to turn on at inspection. Why? It's part of new security screening. Devices that can't power on might be seen as tampered with or unsafe. And if you can't turn it on, it may get confiscated or you could be pulled aside for extra screening. Many travelers pack devices with zero battery, especially in checked bags or carry-ons. But in 2025, that dead tablet or backup phone could cause major delays, or worse, never make it past security. What kinds of items are now flagged that weren't before? Portable speakers, electric shavers, camera batteries, drones, handheld fans, even kids' toys with lithium cells. If it has a battery, TSA might ask to see it powered on. What to do instead? Fully charge all your devices the night before. Keep your chargers or power bank handy in your carry-on. If you're not using a device on the trip, consider leaving it behind. This isn't just about phones anymore. In 2025, your dead battery can ground your whole trip. Mistake number 5, carrying banned smart luggage. Smart luggage may be clever, but it can also get you stopped. Many travelers still buy high-tech bags with GPS trackers, USB ports, and battery packs built in. But here's the problem. If the battery is non-removable, most airlines won't let it fly. This rule isn't new, but it's now enforced more strictly in 2025, especially after incidents with overheating lithium batteries in overhead bins. You arrive at the airport with your new smart bag, only to hear the check-in agent say, "This luggage can't go on the plane." If the battery can't be removed on the spot, the bag might be confiscated, or you'll be forced to leave it behind or remove and discard the battery. Airlines now flag smart luggage with non-removable lithium batteries, built-in charging banks, auto-follow or motorized wheels, remote locking systems. Even if the bag is small or looks like a carry-on, it may be stopped before boarding. What to check before buying in 2025? Look for bags that say battery removable on the tag or specs. Ask, can I remove the battery without tools? If yes, bring a small case for the battery to carry separately. Tech-savvy luggage sounds cool, but in 2025, smart bags with dumb batteries can ruin your trip. Mistake number 4, not pre-registering for immigration AI gates. It's 7:10 a.m. You've just landed after a 12-hour flight. All you want is to grab your bag, get through immigration, and get out. You follow the signs to smart immigration, where there's no officer, just a row of sleek, silver gates. One by one, passengers walk through. The system scans their face, flashes green, and lets them pass. You step up, smile for the camera, and nothing happens. Red light. Scan failed. Please wait for assistance. A line forms behind you. An agent arrives. He checks your passport and shakes his head. You didn't pre-register, he says. You're pulled aside, directed to a manual queue, and told it could take an hour. What went wrong? In 2025, many major airports now use AI-powered immigration gates, especially in Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. But most require you to register your biometric data before you arrive. If you're flying into places like Dubai, Singapore, Paris, or Seoul, and you haven't uploaded your passport photo, face scan, or travel info in advance, you're flagged. Registration is easy. You go to the country's immigration site, upload a few details, and usually get approved in minutes. But most travelers never know this step exists until it's too late. The tech is fast, but only if it already knows who you are. Mistake number 3, overlooking dynamic baggage fees. It's 6:20 a.m. at the airport. You're tired, rushing, and the check-in line is longer than expected. But no worries. You prepaid for your flight last month, and your bag's under 20 kilograms. Easy, right? Then the agent looks up and says, "That'll be $95 for your bag." Your jaw drops. "I paid $40 last time," you say. "Yes," the agent replies, "but that was before the dynamic fee window closed." In 2025, many airlines no longer price baggage based just on weight or route. Instead, they've adopted dynamic baggage pricing, similar to how surge pricing works for rideshares. Here's how it works. Check your bag online or during booking. It might be $30 to $40. Check your bag within 24 hours of departure. It could rise to $70. Wait until you're at the airport counter. You might pay double. Airlines claim it's about efficiency, but let's be honest, it's revenue strategy. What's the cheapest way to avoid the fee spike? Always check your bag online at least 48 hours before your flight. If you wait, even by a few hours, fees can jump without warning. The mistake most travelers make? Assuming baggage fees are fixed. They're not. Welcome to flying in 2025, where your luggage doesn't just weigh more, it costs more too. Mistake number 2, skipping updated liquid rules. You're standing in the airport security line, holding your Ziploc bag like it's still 2019. A guard waves you through. No need to take out your liquids. No one bats an eye as someone ahead walks through with a full-size shampoo bottle. You look confused. Did they just forget? Nope, they're just up to date. You? Not yet. As of 2025, several major airports, especially in the UK and parts of the EU, have ditched the 100 milliliter liquid rule. But there's a catch. This only applies if your terminal has CT security scanners. That means you can carry full-size liquids, lotions, and gels, but only if your airport has made the upgrade. Many travelers still toss out expensive perfumes or repackage toiletries into tiny bottles, needlessly. Others get stopped because they assumed all airports dropped the rule. They haven't. So which ones are in the clear? As of mid-2025, airports like London Heathrow, some terminals, Amsterdam Schiphol Rome, Fiumicino Frankfurt have implemented CT lanes that allow full-size liquids. But be careful. Paris CDG, Madrid, and many Asian airports still follow the old rule. Before flying, check if your departure and transit airports use CT scanners. If not, stick to 100 milliliter limits. One small assumption at the wrong airport, that's all it takes to lose your favorite cologne or miss your flight entirely. Finally, mistake number 1, using the wrong boarding priority group. It used to be simple. Wait until your group is called, then board. But in 2025, that simplicity is gone, replaced by AI-managed gates, digital queuing, and boarding logic that punishes impatience. At airports like LAX, Changi, or Heathrow, showing up at the gate isn't enough. Now AI cameras and sensors track who's lining up and when. Get in the queue too early? You might get a message on the screen. Passenger, your name, out of boarding order. Please wait. In some cases, you are sent to the back of the queue. In others, you may be held back entirely, especially if your group hasn't been cleared. Why the change? To speed up boarding and reduce crowding, but for travelers stuck in old habits, it causes confusion and missed flights, assuming the gate agent still runs the show. Reality, AI now enforces boarding order digitally and strictly. How do you avoid this? Watch the digital boarding zone displays carefully. Scan your pass only when your group appears on screen. Ignore the physical crowd. Follow the tech. Each airline uses slightly different labels. Group 1, Zone A, or Priority Plus, so double-check your group on the app or ticket before even approaching the gate. In this new system, the fastest way to get delayed is to rush. In 2025, airport tech updates faster than airline emails. These aren't travel tips, they're survival rules. One wrong habit could mean a missed flight, lost bag, or border delay. Don't be the traveler who's on time and still turned away. Fly smart or get left behind. The airport didn't change overnight. It evolved while we weren't looking. Learn these 7 updates and you'll skip lines, fees, and stress. Like if a new rule ever caught you off guard. Comment your worst airport mistake. Subscribe for weekly 2025 travel survival guides before your next flight.